So this is the orientation for the Infinity 3810. As you can see, we have a light here, 110 plugged there, cable satellite input, water heater bypass. You will need to bypass your water heater when you go into winterization. This switch up bypasses. This switch here is normal flow, allows the water to enter the water heater. This switch here, being this way, is normal flow, so if you're running the unit regularly, you'll want it on there. If you go into winterization, you want it up. And down here, if you are winterizing, you will hook a hose into here with your valve up here and to winterize, and your hot water on bypass. Put the hose into your antifreeze, turn your pump on, and that's how you'll get the antifreeze into your lines. This here is the city water connection. If you're at an RV park that offers city water connection, you will hook your hose here. Recommend getting a pressure regulator between the hose and the unit to regulate the pressure coming in. Outside shower. So if you need to fill your fresh water tanks, just twist this cap off here. Stick a hose inside there, turn it on, and it will fill the freshwater tank. You can watch it on the monitor inside to see how full it's getting, or if it comes out here, you know you're full. Just take the hose out, put the cap back on. Now if you need to empty your freshwater tank, right down here is a valve to twist, and that'll empty your tank. You want to empty your tank after every use, that way the water does not get stagnant. So this here is your water heater. This is a 10-gallon tank. All the controls to work this are inside, and we will show you that later on in the video. But this is what the outside of the water heater looks like. You won't have to do anything out here to make it work, but after each use we do recommend to empty the water heater, and to do that you just turn this valve here and let the water leak out until empty. And then make sure you close it so that when you fill next time, the water will stay inside the water heater. So this here is your control panel. These buttons here, when pressed, will tell you the levels of whatever button it says. So this here is the battery. That will show full. Fresh tank, black tank, gray 1, gray 2, and gray 3. This here switches between black tanks. So it's on black tank 1 now, switch down to black tank 2, push black tank, and that will give you the level of your second black tank. Right here is your water pump. You'll need to use that if you are out dry camping pulling off of the fresh tank. Just switch that up and then you can use your water. This here is the propane switch for the water heater if you'd like to use propane, or if you're at an RV park and plugged in, you can use electric to save on your propane. Right here is ceiling lights, entry lights, porch light, and 2 security lights, and then your awning. So up will extend, and down will retract. These 2 switches here are your upper living room slides. Pushing that will bring the right slide in. And this one will work the left slide. Then you have the center glide room button And when this is pushed in, this will work all the rest of the slides in the unit all at once. So this here is your all-in-one entertainment center. This here is a AM/FM radio, CD player, DVD player, Bluetooth, auxiliary. It will play DVDs, CDs, and regular radio. As soon as you stick a DVD in here, it will go into DVD mode. Then you will turn your TV on and switch it into AV or component or HDMI, whichever it's hooked into, and you can watch the movie on the television. The sound will come through the speakers. Up here, A, B, and C are going to be different speakers for upstairs, outside, and main level of the trailer. This is the remote control for the stereo. This here is an electric fireplace. It will only work if you're plugged in to power or running off a generator. Right here to the left you have your power button. To the right, excuse me. Then the button next to that will control the brightness of the flame. The button next to that will turn your heat on, and first pushed will turn to your degrees of what you would want the unit to shut off. This button here is a timer button. Pushed, you first get 30 minutes, and then every time after it will go up an hour for an automatic shut off for your heater. And this here is the remote for the fireplace, and the buttons are exactly the same on the remote as they are on the fireplace.
So the Infinity has light switches in different places up around the upper living room. Just to be familiar with things that turn on some of your highlighting lights. On each couch on the left side, you'll get your upper lights. Same with the couch on the off door side. Light switch there. All the windows in the unit are equipped with the pull down style shades. They work off the string that over time you can adjust to get your tension done as necessary. That way they sit up there nice and tight. You can pull them down, they hold themselves. You have exit windows. Anything with a red tab on there will be your emergency exit window in one way, shape, or form. They're designed to push out of the way and fold completely up so you can actually get a full body outside. They will prop open to provide airflow. Just get the tab stuck right there, and if you need to come back in, pull it and lock it into place, and it'll be good. The rest of the light functions are on the main control panel. As we go through, you'll see other light switches. You got your main lights up here. Other light switches for different types of accent lighting. Your decorative light above the dinette will have its own switch, so you can familiarize yourself with that switch as well as others. Your fan up in the ceiling is on the edge of the ledge between the living room and the kitchen.
Will only work if it's plugged in.
And will only work on 110 power. So just familiar yourself as you go through the unit. Different 110 switches and plugs. They are GFI protected receptacles. Also only usable if you're plugged in to shore power or generator. So a Whirlpool microwave is a convection oven. Also only usable on shore power or generator power. So you have the option to go through cook all the different things there. Three burner top. You got your two back burners and your front power burner. Operation is very simple. Just turn it to the light position, flick the spark, and everything will light up. And we'll go ahead and turn the other ones on so you can see.
To light the oven, it is a hand light pilot. Down here on the bottom, on the right side in the very rear, is where you will light the pilot. You will turn the knob to the pilot position, push it in and hold while lighting pilot light, and hold for a few seconds after pilot is lit to let go before you can go to your baking temperature. Here is your fuse panel and breakers. So if you are to blow a fuse, right here are the fuses, and next to it a red light will shine to let you know which fuse is blown. Then you have your breakers. So if you lose power anywhere, come to this box, check your fuses and breakers and make sure everything is good. Right next to it here we have the central vac system, which right here is the on switch. And right here is where you hook the hose. The hoses are included. So this is your Norcold fridge. Right here is the power button. Press that. Right here is your mode button. So if you push the mode button, you will go through propane, automatic, which automatic, if you are plugged in, you'll run off of electricity. If the unit loses power or unplugs, you will automatically go into propane. Then you have just regular power. And here is your temperature setting. And every time you push, it will go up. Once you've hit 9, that's the highest temperature of the fridge. Hit it again, it will go down to 1. And then of course your power button. Here we have the thermostat for the unit. Right here is the power button to turn that on. Zone 1 is off. Go to mode, and each time you hit that, you will go through a different function on that zone. So if you want air conditioner, go to cool. Then you can set the temperature here of what you would like the temperature of the unit to be. You can go to zone 2. It's already on cool. And zone 2 is only a cooling zone. So you have 2 zones here. And zone 1 is going to be your main zone for your heat, your fan, off, and cool. And again, you will do your temperatures here of what you would like the unit. You can turn your fan on here, auto, low, medium, or high. And then of course, power shuts everything down. Right above that, you have your max fan. You hit that, turns the fan on, it opens and automatically starts going. Right here you have your fan speeds. Here, if you hold this button, you can set the fan to automatically open at 78 degrees. And then of course you have open or close. So if you shut that down and the fan's coming down to shut off, you can actually open the vent without the fan going. And it does have a rain sensor, so if the fan is open and you're away from the unit, it begins to rain, it will automatically close for you.
Washer and dryer installed. Washer is on the bottom. All your controls and functions there. Dryer on the top. Also plumbed in, wired in, ready to go.
This here is your TV antenna. Here you have arrows telling which direction you will go. So spinning this way will bring the antenna up for better reception. You'll spin that until you fill it, and you'll know when it stops. It's all the way up there. Then you can pull down and twist to get a better reception. Always make sure before you leave anywhere that your antenna is down. It will get caught on trees and rip off.
Alright, your RV's got 3 standard safety features. Actually 4, 2 is built into one. You got up top above the main door your smoke detector. So, go in and test that. Everything works good. At the main door you have your fire extinguisher ready to go. Gauge is showing proper. And through the kitchen down on this wall is your LP and carbon monoxide detector. Just go ahead and depress the test button. It'll show LP and carbon monoxide. And everything's good. Green light shows power.